Hey guys, welcome back. So I've been kind of sitting here grinding a bit with the dagger to get these chunks, and you can see my strat right here. This guy can't quite touch me, but I can still hit him from up here. So yeah, we're doing pretty good on chunks. We got 24 zombie chunks. We even got some of these experience chunks. But yeah, these are the ones we wanted, and so I think. And the dagger is getting pretty low on durability. So I think I'm actually ready to head back up to the surface, see where we are with if we need any more chunks. We can always come back down. But honestly, I'm getting I've been here for a bit, guys. I'm getting a little tired of just slashing these zombies. So I will see you back up on the surface. So guys, we're currently turning these zombie chunks into these tier 1 mob chunks, just cooking them up in the furnace. And I think we actually have enough right here to do what we want. So if I go back to these Enderman seeds, we can see that we need to get some tier 4 chunks. And so we just do basically the essence grind, as I've come to think about it. So, and it looks like we will need more of these chunks if we want to do other mobs. But for right now, I want to get these ender pearl situation under control. So my chunks are right here. I'll need some prudentium essence. Let's get this. Put that in there. Boom, boom, boom. And so we should have a stack of prudentium now. Very nice. And I believe we only need... Nope, not the chunks. Yep, that's how we do it. So yeah, I'm going to need to get... Yeah, so whenever you mess with essences, it's essentially a grind of just going to the next tier and crafting that up. So yeah, I'll get us some tier 4 mob chunks, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I actually had to run back over to that village to grab some more ender pearls, because I only had 7. But yeah, boom, 4 enderman chunks right there. Now let's see, to make the seeds we need supremium essence. Okay, so we need one more. Oh, fantastic. But we need the tier 4, don't we? Tier 4 seed. So, yep. We almost certainly don't have a tier 4 seed. Let's go ahead and craft up that. So we have a tier 1, so make it a tier 2. Alright, now we need to make some of this intermediate essence. Such a grind, guys. This is such a grind. I mean, getting the materials is one thing, but then having to go through this process of just, every time grinding it up like this. Anyway, enough complaining. I guess it is a little bit overpowered once you do get it, because then you can literally grow this stuff. Boom! Yes! Yes! That's fantastic. Okay. That is so fantastic. So yeah, we're gonna put these in the ground, grow them up, get a decent supply of ender pearls so we can make our vibrant alloy. See, I did remember what we were doing. So we can make our vibrant alloy, so we can do our infrastructure. This is fantastic, guys. Alright. Yeah, so let the growing begin, and I'll see you guys in a second. Guys, these plants look insane. Look at this faces on them. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that there's faces on these things. It's so crazy. Look at that. His face is on him. Alright guys, so I've been growing up some of this energetic alloy. And now we can actually make some vibrant alloy. So it takes some energetic alloy and an ender pearl. I believe we only need 4 of these and 4 of these to make a seed, because that'll make 4 vibrant alloys, and then we can make that into a seed. So let's see. Yep, essence. Oh, it's a tier 5. Okay. Yeah, so we'll want to make a seed of that. Shouldn't be too hard to do. If I have anywhere to actually dump off my inventory, guys. But we are working toward refined storage right now, so fear not. This will be resolved quite soon. Just wanted to show you guys the crafting of the vibrant alloy seed. That's awesome. So this material right here is going to be super important for making things with Ender IO. So we are in a good place right now that we can actually grow this. I think I'm gonna grow some of these plants, get some harvesting going on, and then I think we'll actually be ready to set up some infrastructure. Alright guys, so I think it's actually time for us to make our refined storage bits. So one of the first things we're going to want to grab is where? Damn. Need a diamond for that controller. Come on. I know I have tons of diamonds. I know I have tons of diamonds. There's at least one. That's fine. And I think for power, I'm actually going to try to set up an Iscalium reactor. From what I've heard, they're pretty good. Right now, we're making a controller for our refined storage. The controller is essentially the you need a controller for anything you do with refined storage. We're also going to want a grid. Let's go for a let's go for a looks like a solderer. We're gonna need a solderer before we can do any of that. Oof. That's not good. That is not good. Do they have to be sticky pistons? They have to be sticky pistons. Ugh. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, I gotta go find some slime then. Oh, okay guys, I'll be back in a second. Yes, I mean, this is unfortunate. I only have 1 slime ball. And the solderer essentially is gonna be critical to making... I mean, all of these processors had to be made with the solderer. And so we have to have one of these things before we can go further. I don't think we've found a slime island yet. Okay, they're not typically too rare. I think what I'll do is I'll get on a boat and I will essentially just sail around the ocean until I come across a slime island. Once I find one, let me actually dump off. Gosh, my inventory. It's so hard, guys. My inventory is a mess because I'm trying to make a system that'll help me with my inventory management. You see the catch? It's yeah, the catch 22 there, huh? Let's actually. I think whatever. I just want to find. I just want to find a slime island. So I'll go hop in a boat. I'll go sail around the ocean for a bit, and hopefully I'll come across a slime island pretty soon. Check it. A Hermitron booster box on this cold beach biome. So let's still touch that glass. Let's grab that, and excellent. Alright guys, look what I found. That's it. That is our slime island. It's right over the ocean, but it is pretty close to our base. So, oh, and there was a slime. There it is. Let's we could probably just honestly we only need one. We only need one. Yeah, we only need a little bit of slime, so even those three right there that we just got might be enough for now. But now that I know the location of a slime island, we can always come back here and set up a little farm of sorts. So yeah, that looks pretty good. And you know, while I'm thinking about it, we can actually look up slime seeds and see what that takes. Yeah, I know. Why do you have to grow everything? Yeah. Oh, it's only 2. Okay, so we need 4 chunks. We need 4 slimes per chunk, so we would need 16 slime balls. You know, 16 slime balls really isn't that many. So I might just try to get some more slime balls while we're here. And that way we don't have to worry about that anymore. Yep, there we go. There is a slime right there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, guys, so I'll be doing this. So unfortunately it looks like the slime, you can't actually make a slime chunk out of anything except the vanilla Minecraft slime ball. So yeah, that's a tad unfortunate. Not a big deal. We only needed, we only really needed it to make a sticky piston, but I'm a little disappointed that we can't make slime chunk seeds out of that. Alright, well, I will go ahead and gather the materials to make the pistons. So I know we need cobblestone, iron. Let's see. Yeah, cobblestone, redstone, iron, and wood. Could probably do with a little bit more wood. There we go. Iron and redstone. I know we have plenty of that. Redstone, iron. There's 1 iron. There's a lot of quartz enriched. There we go. Fantastic. So we need at least 2 of those. Alright. And then we need 2 sticky pistons. And now we can make our solderer. So that takes solderer. Excuse me. Yep, quartz enriched. We have plenty of that. Fantastic. And now I think we want to look at an Escalium reactor. So I think I have Let's see. So I think the way this works is you have to have a scallium essence, and then you need a scallium controller. I don't know if we have enough of scallium for that. Because we're gonna need something to power our refined storage, and I've heard that the scallium stuff is pretty good because it once you make it, it always it stays powered, so it doesn't actually consume fuel. But the scallium essence is pretty rare. Yeah, okay, yeah, we only have 4, so we don't have enough to even make a block of scallium. So we would need could we do this? No, we would still need a block of scallium. Yeah. Alright, well, let's forego that for the moment, and let's look at what it takes to make a... So we have a controller, we have a solderer. What we need now is a... Let's go look at refined storage. So we have this. We need at least a grid, and so we're going to need some improved processors. So yeah, let's go ahead and set up our solderer. I got those out of a loot bag, so that was pretty nice. That has full power, so we can kind of... Oh, we need to put the controller next to that. So yeah, so with refined storage, the controller essentially is... All of your refined storage bits need to be connected to your controller. And refined storage has cables. So yeah, so we're essentially powering our controller right there. And you need to put either stuff next to your controller or connect it with a cable. And so now that's actually powering our solderer at 3 RS per tick. So we're going to need to find a more permanent solution to our power. But I think at the moment we're okay. Now we need to get some printed silicon. So let me just kind of show you the crafting recipes that we need to do. So construction core takes a basic processor, which takes printed basic processor, which is iron. So I'm probably not going to show all this on camera because it is a bit of a grind, but essentially you have to use your solderer to combine a lot of stuff. So printed silicon is just silicon put through the solderer. A printed improved processor is just gold put through the solderer, and then you combine those two with redstone to make this. So it's a bit of a, you know, it's a lot of grind, but I mean, once you've made it, it's very cool. So I think now I'm just going to do some of this off camera, and I will be back. So this grid, guys, now that we have this, we can actually access, so I put it there, we can actually access our refined storage grid. I know that doesn't really mean much to you, to those of you who don't, you know, aren't familiar with this mod, but we can't actually store anything in it yet because we don't have any storage. And so what we need now is we need some storage disks. And from some of those loot bags I got earlier when I was just killing some slimes and whatnot, I got 2 of these 1K storage parts. So these guys right here make 1K storage disks right there. And what are we missing to make these? Missing glass. I can definitely do that. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely take care of that. Alright. So we can do this. We could probably do it again. Fantastic. And now we can store, well, now we need we have the storage disks, but now we need a disk drive to put the disks in. Not a disk manipulator, but a disk drive. I'm not, there it is. A chest, an advanced processor, which takes this. Alright. Yeah, I'll make that. Alright, so we can actually set it up for the first time. So I'm gonna put, this is totally temp. I'm gonna put it all over at our new place. I just kind of want to demonstrate what we've been doing. So I've put our 1K storage disks in, so we should be able to store about 2,000 items. So I should be able to dump stuff in there like that. So I'm gonna actually dump a lot of our stuff in there. And you know, we're gonna use this as a way to kind of to transport our stuff over to the new place. And I'm wondering what's going on with my lighting. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my lighting right here, but anyway, you can see that we're already kind of filling up. So I will make some more storage disks. It's a bit of a grind though, so I'm gonna do all that off camera, and I will bring you back once we're ready to move over to the new place. So it actually looks like we're in a bit of a power bind. So now that we have our storage ramping up a bit, our power just can't keep up. And so what's going to happen, you're going to see that once this runs down to 0, which it will because this just draws power constantly. Yep. So now our system becomes essentially unusable. So we need to get power going. This guy is generating 5 RF per tick. And we need at least 10 RF per tick. So this needs to go a little bit faster. And so this can take speed upgrades, which is right here. And for that we have plenty of redstone, we have plenty of gold, these upgrade bases. You make them from a resonator using weighted pressure plates, which are just from gold. So it's this resonator that we need to make, which doesn't look too bad. I think we can make one. It's just all this extra bit. So this resonating redstone crystal, we have plenty of redstone, we have plenty of ender pearls, and a glass cutter is essentially iron and a stick. Alright, so I'll make up a resonator and I'll bring you back. Alright, so we can actually make this resonator now. Like that. Now this is from extra utilities, which means that it's actually going to require grid power. So I put it down right here, but we can't actually use it because it says no power used, no power generated. So if we try to put our gold plates in there, and I'll actually throw some in there right now just to demonstrate. There we go. Alright, so I can make 10 plates. So if I try and toss them in there, it says nope, won't let you do it. And so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to generate grid power. And the way you generate grid power, so this was some extra utilities, I believe. There is something that I want to use that's a water mill. Can I find it? Terraformer. Water mill. Right there. So it requires some more of this. Some stone burnt. Some of that. That is simple to make. That we've known how to make that already. Stone burnt, you just take polished stone, and you need to use the resonator for that. Okay, so we can't make this yet. So we need to use, what is it, a manual crank, I think. A manual mill. So you take some polished stone, that's not bad. One of these gears, and that. So yeah, I will make up one of those manual mills, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here is the manual mill. And I think we can put it anywhere. I don't think it has to be next to the resonator. So if we start doing that, you can see that we're actually generating power. And you look over there, and this knows that that's getting power generated. So like anything knows that grid power. So like when you generate grid power, all the things that use grid power everywhere know about it. So that's pretty nice. So now this is actually making our things for us. So we just sit here and we hold down right click, and it'll make our grid power for us. Now what we're going to want to do is, obviously we don't want to have to hold down right click forever. And so to make this water mill, which will operate by itself, there we go. We need, yeah, that's fine. So burnt stone. So let's go ahead and do that, because I don't want to, yeah, so we need to burn up some of that stuff. Yeah, so that's going. So we just let that go for a bit, and then we'll be able to make a water mill. So I'll bring you back once we have some of that stone burnt made up. Yeah, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Alright, now we can make one of these water mills, because we have 6 of the stone burnt. I'm going to make one, and we will be using a lot of these, but right now one will be fine. And so these are actually pretty neat how these things work. And I'm going to make a 3x3 to show you. So let's put the water mill right there. Now water mills need water. So if we go to this thing, it actually shows you the ideal layout. Look at that. So the ideal layout for these things is you want to have flowing water near these water mills. But the higher the water level, the more power it generates, and that was a misplace. So it works out such that the ideal placement is in a configuration there's some water right there, is in a configuration like this. So this is a source block right here, and then this is the first flowing block off of that, right? So this is the highest flow block you can get, highest flow block you can get, highest flow block, and now we are generating 16 power from that one thing, and that's always going to be going. So this thing should be running all by itself. Fantastic. We can actually stop all this stone burnt. We don't, of course my inventory is suffering. We don't need all that stone burnt to be made right now. We were going for the upgrades, and so we can actually make some of these upgrades now, these speed upgrades. Need gold and redstone, so I have blocks of redstone. Do I have any blocks of gold just laying around? Not a ton. I mean, I do have gold seeds, so I can always grow some more. But let's just go with these two for right now. And this actually might be enough to keep our storage on. And I think it is. So yeah, we can always beef beef up this generator with more speed upgrades. But we don't need to. You can see though that adding speed upgrades incurs a penalty on grid power. So you can see that we're actually using 2 grid power just all the time from that. And so what ends up happening is the more grid power things that you have, eventually you'll have to make more of these things or any other thing that generates grid power. And these are really easy to make, and they work by themselves, and you don't have to sit here and you know, turn this by hand. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. So why would you if you don't have to? Why are you flashing red? You should be good, right? I think it's good. It should be fine, right? I'm gonna say it's fine. It better be fine. Maybe I'll make some more speed upgrades. Alright. Yeah, so I'll work on this. I'll try to get our stuff transferred into these discs. Guys, looking at the episode length, we're already running a bit long, so I am going to stop us here. And next time we will pick up right where we leave off right here. Alright, so I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.